It's crunch time. Hi. You done got boozled twice. You got boozled once when we extended the time by like 2 minutes, and then you got boozled again when we reduced the time by 30 seconds. That's a double boozling.
Just boozling everyone.
Boozled. Morning. Sorry, we needed an extra minute or two, so
Santa's coming in.
no, it said my stream cut out and all I heard was y'all got booze. The weirdest Oprah. Booze for you and booze for you.
I had a joke, but now I forgot what it was.
Oh, that's a good start. Oh, did I tell you I had a crazy dream?
No.
It wasn't last night. It was like 2 nights ago or whatever.
You told me you had a crazy dream, but you didn't talk about it.
Yeah, it wasn't crazy like, oh, it's crazy, comedy, wacky. It's crazy like, I don't know what's happening. Oh, God. It's just like weird. Too many moving parts type thing. Anyway, I'll talk a little bit about it today. Hey, Lady Midnight. Thank you. Just five milk bombs right off the bat. Hey, you know what today is? Tomorrow's Christmas Eve.
It's also Festivus.
It's also
10
Festivus.
a.m. Santa's coming in.
See, I had a
Sure.
dream 2 nights ago that I was doing some sort of puzzle, like a... Not like a puzzle, but like a... escape room puzzle. But it was like in this like massive outdoor area.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't remember what the puzzle said, the riddle. But it was like find the question mark in the city. And I was like between 2 cities and it was nighttime.
Oh, snap. That's a big one. That was 10 tier 2 subs. It was screaming little Pokemans from Disaster Lives in Me. I'm gonna read all these shortly. But right now I'm choking down bread.
Anyway, in my dream, they were, it was a puzzle, and it was like, find the question mark in whatever city. And there's a train station, and there was a guy I noticed who was like pointing at a sign, and that sign was the name of the city in the riddle, so I looked to the right towards that city instead of the left towards the other city, and there was a question mark in the windows, like the lights were lit up in the shape of a question mark, and I solved it.
What kind of train? A hype train?
Might have been a
Rudolph
hype
tested.
train.
Santa approved. Tiny Eddie's famous burrito and potato sausages.
We'll get to that in a moment. First off, the 5 subs from Lady Midnight went to Modest J98, Broken Quest, Zimmer CJ, Clockwork Pretzels, and Famicom High C. Thank you, Lady Midnight. And the 10 tier 2 gift subs from Disaster Lives in Me went to
Santa's coming in.
sorry, it happened. It's so alarming when it happens. Went to Tech Schmonch, Soapy Potato, Prince 7, Whalebait 42, Wraithwall 89, Jay Spats, Chrisma Phoenix, Kingdom Hearts 2, and Rearwood Drake 18. Disaster, thank you. Appreciate you. 1,000 bits from Gamer Gerbil says first day of 11 days off from work for the holidays, that's a lot. What should I eat for breakfast, Eddie? Famous burrito and potato sausages. Which is funny because that implies that you could take an entire burrito and make a sausage out of it. Which I guess you could. It's just not something you would do.
Mm-hmm.
But isn't that really the motto behind Tiny Eddie? This is not something you would do.
But we did it anyway.
We did it anyway. Everyone else was too afraid, but we did it. We also have 5 gift subs from Anonymous to, hold on,
Wise
Oh.
men bring gold, frankincense, and Tiny Eddie's vanilla balls.
Really like that phrase. Anonymous gift subs to Pickletron XD, Nick Sue, Crystal King 2209, Young Lampshade 14, and M Joseph 15. Anonymous, thank you. 1,000 bits from 63 Phils, who just says, Happy pre-Christmas, everyone. Tiny Eddie's vanilla. So direct. I feel like there's some other jokes I could make if this were the Friday show.
One year for Christmas, it was the year Haley and I were roommates for the very first time. We went to her parents' house and we made Christmas cookies and truffles. Like homemade chocolate truffles.
Is that what it reminds you? Oh, God. Oh, God. If you want to help me really quick. Because when I'm doing it, I'm down in the quick. I'm doing the fastest thing that I can think to do. Oh my goodness, I went in and I took a do. Are those homophones? They're homophones. They're called oh my God, they're homophones. They're not homophones, right? It's pronounced homophone? Or is it homophone? So quick, and do. How did I do? No. Hold on. What is a homophone? Listen, hold on. So that was success from Mr. Game Boy says, let's try the homophone song again. Remember, turd does not have a homophone. Okay, so here's the problem. Last time you did this, we had a review. We had a review. You know how like sometimes when you do the test, you got like a quick review? We have to do a review. We do a review and then you don't always get a review. Chaz said you had a review and still ended up with turd. I also did time and time.
You could have gone with like fingernail quick. Like
Well, I said quick and quick, down in the quick. That is slang. That is slang for quicksand. Which is how I feel sometimes. I'm trying to spit rhymes quickly while I'm in the mire of the quicksand. I think I got it actually. I'll have you know. Listen, just because the audience is not familiar with certain slang doesn't mean I'm incorrect. It just means it's time to enlighten everyone. That's all. That's all. You can always try. My brain is not on enough. I need to try other things, like
drinking more coffee.
We
Sure.
replaced everyone's presents with Tiny Eddie's obsidian buns.
Sorry, I need to jump ahead just for a moment. 1,000 bits from Disaster Lives in Me, who says, just trying to get this train to level 6. Yeah, also, Hype Train's already level 5. It went fast.
Yeah, it did.
And I just really love the idea that Tiny Eddie has vanilla balls and obsidian buns. Got those vanilla balls, obsidian buns. I apologize for nothing. Where was I? God. I'm reading
You're not.
the 10. There's been too much stuff. When you read, you only read like one thing. You're like, let's take our time on the one. I gotta go. Look at that little fella. He was
saw him.
flailing around. He didn't know
Is
where
that
it
how
came
you feel?
from. That's how it fits, because I'm down in the mires of the quick. Of the quick, which is slang for quicksand. Where was I? 10 gift subs to tier 2 from Disaster Lives in Me went to Swordmaster B, Yoshi Stack, Oblivion TV, JT1993 from Ricardo, Aguilobo, Hikaru 2795, Tiger's Revenge, Plasma Knife, Game Prodigy, and Arnoms. Disaster, thank you. 5 gift subs from Gamer Jarble to Mike and Test Play, Circle Now Squared, Sophg93, The Sword of Shadows, Cloud TFT. Thank you, Gerbil. There's a lot of milk happening.
Yeah.
Like, while I was busy trying to remember what a homophone was and thinking about Tiny Eddie's vanilla balls, there was actually a whole lot that was occurring. 5 gift subs from Lady Midnight 97 to Mr. Death Kills, Twitchy Switchy 44, codename JK, It's Nikita S, and Rajaniel.
Here they am.
Lady Midnight, thank
Santa's
you.
coming.
We had 10 gift subs from Ironix Girl to the Arctic Huntress, Donkey Kong Jr., Arichu 77, Casper Stone Nature Pizza 1016, Ross the Bossy, Miss Nintendique, KG227, Mumbling Papa, and Sunimo. Thank you, Ironix Girl. Hold on, but there's more. 5 gift subs from Clockwork Pretzels to Jukebox Legend. To be a Jukebox Legend. Can McCann, MCL Blue, Agers 10, Luna Ray Arclight, Clockwork Pretzels. Thank you. 10 gift subs to there's still more. 10 gift subs to Mr. Gameboy 18 to MOL3, Can't Stop the Derp, Tanachi, The Frying Scotsman 9, Nova Blazer X, Mesprio, Please the Cheese. Have you pleased the cheese lately? If Ed Vader 123, Stalker Mike 1987, and Aaron the Baron. Thank you, Mr. Gameboy. And 5 gift subs from Elfie the Goldfish to Blaze Keats, Mateta Tatata 97, Phoenix 926, Snowmeath, and Ravenous Otter. Good lord. So much. I see why we hit level 5.
Now a new festive holiday wrapping. Tiny Eddie's Thanksgiving tank rolls.
Andrew, what hell hath you wrought? 1,000 bits from Andrew in the kitchen says, Tiny Eddie, give me a challenge, please. Thanksgiving tank rolls.
Santa's coming in.
Oh, that is a challenge indeed.
All of the fun of Thanksgiving, all the flavors.
Is it like a everlasting gobstopper, but Thanksgiving? Like, oh, I taste turkey, and there's the gravy.
You know what I think
and
of?
mashed potatoes.
You know what I think of? A burrito that's built like a tank. I mean, just huge. But it's got all the stuff for Thanksgiving in it. The Thanksgiving burrito seems like it could work, to be honest. Anyway, where was I? That was. There's still so many. 12 months from Eli and Company. That's a year. Congrats. We also have 38 months from Ryan B06, 11 months from Neptune Lee Can, 300 bits from Ann, who says, Brander Dog was fast asleep on the floor last night while humans watched videos. He heard Steven say, let's meet back tomorrow, shall we? And jumped up to run up the stairs because obviously the day is over now. I mean, generally when you hear it in this household, the day has come to an end. Usually. We got 38 months from Dark Overlord. That gamer gerbil gifted to sub to Purple Poyo. 400 bits Radio Dread says, can I get lucky with another Santa scream, maybe?
That was that.
Was that one? Radio Dread has the gift. 25 months from KRC David. 19 months from Randy Days 48. 9 months from, hold on. Okay. I thought we had a combo. It's 19 months from Rainy Days, 9 months from Lady Midnight 97, 9 months from Master Wabbit. I was like, oh my god, we got a combo. We didn't quite get it.
Oh.
It was close.
Radio Dread said it wasn't that one, it was my 3rd attempt.
Okay. I thought so, but I wasn't 100% sure. Okay, well. For me, I was like, every time Radio Dread does it, you could get the, but it's not every time. I don't know what the actual percentage chance is, but it's low. 9 months from Master Wabbit. 300 from Kit Khalid says, good morning and Merry Christmas. I thought I would share the results of my 4 days of baking. Final tally is, oh my god, 630 cookies of many varieties, as well as a few other tasties. Should be pretty decent for Christmas.
Wow.
Man,
Yeah.
I did not know that my mom had a Twitch account. I mean, even when, I don't know when my mom did the most cookies that she's ever done.
Coliseum?
She actually probably did make over 600 for Coliseum, but like even for like Christmas like last year, we didn't get anywhere close to that. Like, we had over 100, which is too many. I told my mom, actually. I told her, I was like, hey. She messaged me yesterday, and she said she was going to make cookies yesterday. And I said, remember, let's go easy on it this year. But that's crazy. That's great. Congrats. You should feel accomplished just, like, from how long that would take and how much effort. But that's got to be exciting to be like, you can tell stories now. We have chanting monks. They'll tell the story of when I baked 630 cookies. Love the cookie monks. Anyway, 19 months from Opal Siren, 16 from Line Rider, 9 months from Jim Prower, 28 months from Twitchy Toes, 30 bits from Radio Dread says, forgot the please last time, so please can I have a Santa scream? The season is almost over. When are they going to go away? January? I guess January. January. Speaking of things that go away in January, Christmas Peggy. 23 bits from Gamer Girl Life 2108 says, so Peggy and I are happy because my best friend is getting out of the hospital and will be home for Christmas. Awesome. Excellent. That's really, really great. Spending time in the hospital for any reason is always, what's the word? Glum? Is glum a word? Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. That's a word that I use so infrequently that my brain was like, is that a word? But obviously getting out and being home in time for the holidays is fantastic. Yeah. Sometimes you know things in your brain, like it's just subconscious, and you use something, and then the more active part of your brain is like, what is that? What's that? What's that you just said? It's like, well, it means something that is relevant, right? And your brain's like, well, hold on there, mister. You don't use this one every day. And then your brain starts going, wait, is that
how you spell the?
Oh, that's the worst. I hate that. About once or twice a year, I get into that, like, wait a minute. I've never seen this word in my life. THE? What is that? Have I said that before? It's fine. It's fine. Speaking of things that go away in December, did you know you have 1 week to pick up? But I don't have it.
This?
I mean, you probably got a little bit longer on that,
okay.
But you only got 1 week for the Seattle mud crabs stuff. I want to make sure I remind people of that, just because it'll go away. What else we got? 13 months from Hand Sewn Mama, 100 bits from Kier Delia, 13 months from Capricious Collector, 100 bits from Twitchy Toes, 300 from Ammon, Iowa, with the Neandir Star Rain. 30 bits from Radio Dread says Christmas hype. It is like 2 days away.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I should tell them about?
I'm done with my Christmas shopping and wrapping. Are you?
Sure. Your coughing signifies that you've lied. You're full of lies. Yeah, I don't know. I have strong opinions about the holidays and gift giving and how they intersect, but I go along with the whole thing. It's fine. There was something I was going to say.
I don't know.
And then you jumped in, and I'm like, I have no idea what's going. Oh, I was going to tell them about tomorrow night.
Yeah.
I was going to tell them about tomorrow night. But first, why don't you enjoy this delicious item?
Stuff your stockings with Tiny Eddie's pickled roasted blood cupcakes.
And it wasn't delicious at all. So tomorrow night, we're going to be doing a stream.
Yes.
We're going to be doing a stream at our normal time, and we're going to be putting together gingerbread houses. So you should absolutely join us. It's going to be, I mean, if you're around. Just want to make sure that you add it to your calendar, your phone, or whatever it is you do. It's the digital era, so you just yell at your robot assistant. Tomorrow night, 8 p.m.
And if you
Eastern.
want, pick up a kid of your own and
Yeah,
join us.
yeah. If you can find a gingerbread kid around and you've got tomorrow night off or whatever, and
just get some frosting, some candies, and a jar of frosting.
if you got nothing, just get a jar of frosting. Just eat it. Just eat it with us.
Graham crackers.
However you want to spend tomorrow night.
Andrew in the kitchen has made gingerbread. Andrew baked gingerbread for it.
That is already more work than I'm even capable of, but that is an option too. It's an option. We had 1,000 bits from Ryan the Goof with the Tiny Eddie alert. Says, stuff your stockings with Tiny Eddie's pickled roasted, oh my god, pickled roasted blood cupcakes. So roasted blood, pickled. Go into extreme detail about how the last... So we have killed this guy, and now we've got this blood. Oh no, I am spilling it in this pickled mud that we keep inside the factory for reasons that are unknown. But I guess we'll just bake it, then we'll give it a home in people's stomachs across the USA. Hey.
Where'd you get mud?
It rhymed with blood,
Oh.
and then I decided that there was just pickled mud in the factory.
And they baked it into cupcakes.
Yes.
Okay.
Listen, songs in the morning, like songs on Friday nights, my brain is able to be like, okay, I got like 3 options of rhymes. Songs on in the mornings is usually like, I've come up with 1 word, and it has to be this one. That's how it works. That's how it works. No shipping in Europe. All the Europeans should just be really, really happy.
See, my first thought was like blood sausage. Not sausage, pudding. Blood pudding?
Okay, do you want to do the song?
No, I don't.
Do you want to do the song?
I'm just telling you that was the thing that I thought of when I heard that.
Okay. But it's a cupcake.
In a cupcake shape then.
All that happened there is that song clued us into there was a murder at some point in the Tiny Eddie factory.
Yeah.
And Tiny Eddie in his infinite wisdom was like, well, don't waste it. And then that turned into a product. It's fine. So we have Ryan the Goof to thank for
Eddie.
for the Eddie alert. I was gonna say for the pickled roasted blood cupcakes, which is not true. We don't have Ryan to thank for that. Ryan's like, whoa, no. Just for the alert, and then Mr. Game Boy 18 go into extreme detail about how the last Eddie snack was discovered and made. Mr. K.O. said, what did he do for the rest of the month? I'm sure with enough rolls of the Tiny Eddie alert, there will be explanations, and I hate that there will be. Merry
He
Christmas,
has a
everyone.
freezer.
Jesus. Oh. I would like to imagine that Tiny Eddie is like Jigsaw. He ain't never killed anybody. You can't pin that on him. But he's like, the factory. The factory has many trials and traps. Things happen to people, I can't say. Where were we? 100 bits from Brandon. Hey, Brandon. Hope you're doing well. 2033 bits from Disaster Lives in Me says, I'm now officially banning any Tiny Eddie items from my house. I mean, it's probably for the best. You don't know what happened to get the item. It's basically what I'm hearing. Could be anything. 300 bits from Bun Bun. The Bunny Lord says, it's been so long since I caught y'all live. Last time was about the 6th Zelda stream. Pop quiz, Steven. Do you remember your Pokemon team from your Let's Play? I don't know that I could remember all the nicknames. I'll remember some. There was Greg, who was a Bulbasaur, or eventually a Venusaur. There was Ace Ventura, who I believe was the Lapras. Randy, was an Alakazam. No, he's a Kadabra. I couldn't get an Alakazam. He's a Kadabra. I know there are more. That's half, though. That's half. Did I keep Jitters? Jitters was a Raichu, because I think I would have evolved. I don't think I would have kept him a Pikachu. I would have used a Raichu. Sausage Guy, the Nidoking. And I'm missing one. Pidgeot. Oh, what was Pidgeot's name? I don't remember. Carl Sagan. Carl Sagan was the Pidgeot. Oh, I didn't remember that. Hey, fun fact. Did you know that Let's Play is 10 years old in 2022? Wouldn't it be great to revisit Pokemon for like a 10-year anniversary? Wouldn't that be great? Mm-hmm. Anyway, I'm glad that you're back. Speaking of early Zelda streams, if you haven't already, the VOD channel is getting the early Zelda streams. In fact, I just posted part 2 of Breath of the Wild yesterday. Mm-hmm. So if you like VODs or Breath of the Wild, check it out. Check it out. And watch some stuff, because there's actually some features on YouTube that don't even open up until you have a certain amount of watch time, which is slightly infuriating, because I'm like, I've been on the platform for like 12 years and I have all this established history, and they're like, we don't care. And I'm like, okay, thanks. So watch an old stream actually helps out way more than you think. 3 bits from Prince, who says, Merry Christmas. I have a work lunch today, then work tomorrow morning, and have the 25th, 26th off. A little weird, but works well.
Yeah.
I mean, a work lunch is really not that bad. I have a work lunch today, too. I guess it's not, well, I have a work lunch, and then also work. Just a normal work.
Yeah. We having a work Christmas?
No.
No work Christmas party?
No. Christmas?
And I baked.
Christmas is pretty consistently the day that I don't work. I mean, like, very, very seriously, like, Christmas is like the one time each year I think where I really do not work at all and I just chill out. It's a really relaxing. It's a really relaxing time for me. It really is. I look forward to Christmas every year as a result. Like, I look forward to Thanksgiving, but I've definitely worked on Thanksgivings.
Yeah.
I've gotten up and done some stuff, or before I go to bed, I'm like doing stuff. But Christmas almost always is like the day that I don't do that. So, yeah, I like to try and. I like to try and relax when I can, because if I don't relax, then I feel bad. Bad.
It's your day off.
It's my day off. It's true. Hey, BXLR. Good vibes. Good vibes. Being long distance is hard. Source. Which says, is that why we don't have Nico LP? Yes. 300 bits from Aldo with the George Star Rain. 300 from I'm gonna use that very specific Star Rain to transition into another thing. There's a new Skyrim episode today. Haha. Just want to let you know. Dan finished it. I watched it last night. I was like, this is good. It's really good.
I didn't get to see it yet.
You're loud.
I know.
That's releasing today at noon. You should watch it. It's like 8 minutes, and it's just pure comedy. It's just because Dan's like cutting it up and changing stuff. It's great. There was one. Also, Dan is down with the kids in a way that I was unaware.
Dan is very hip.
There's one audio gag that Dan put in, and I did not know the reference. I was like, I don't know the reference, and Chess says this was very funny to see at the discussion. Dan put an audio gag in the episode, and I was like, what is this audio gag? And Dan was like, oh, it's something from TikTok, and I was like it was you know the movie with Tim the Toolman Taylor, what's his name?
Tim Allen?
Yeah, Tim Allen. I was halfway there. And he just ages. He's Santa Claus. Oh, it's called Santa Claus. Where he ages. Yeah, that's how I felt. Because I was like, oh. That was a long journey.
Yeah.
A lot to just say Santa Claus. So anyway, if you're down with the kids and you know about the ticks and the talks, there's a little joke in there for you, because I did not get it. Dan was like, do you want me to take it out? I was like, no, it's fine. It's fine, you can leave it in. I was like, I'm sure that there will be someone that
gets it.
That gets it. It's not me. So I was like, so it's fine. I said, but I just know how old I am. Anyway, where were we? 30 Bits Man, who says, my mom once misread a cookie recipe and put in 3 times too much vanilla. They turned out better than the originals? Not so much the time she forgot the flour, but that's another story.
I once misread cocoa powder tablespoons as cups.
That's a change.
It was.
A new holiday tradition for your family. Tiny Eddie's smoked sweet brownies.
You could do that.
Smoke sweet brownies?
Just use some liquid smoke.
I mean, you can do anything. What would it taste like? That's a bit from Leaf, who says, happy holidays, everyone. I hope everyone has a great time these next few days. Let's celebrate with a festive Tiny Eddie snack. Smoked sweet brownies. I mean, yeah, I don't know if I would enjoy them, but I would try it. You know, if someone was like, here, try this, I'd be like, okay, I'll give it a shot. We'll see. We'll see. We got 300 bits. From Adrian, says, everyone celebrating the true holiday. Tomorrow is Christmas Eve day. Anyway, rolling for Loud Santa. Oh, this is probably a good time to let everyone know. If I mention this, people know it's related. There is actually a new alert today as an homage to our good friend Tim. Because tomorrow is Christmas Eve, which means today is whatever day that is, December 23rd. So, good luck. Good luck. It's special. It is special. You'll find it. You'll find it. You'll find it. Or Chaz will tell you, which maybe he did. We got 300 bits of Prince, who says, good vibes being given. I finished cleaning my room this week and got a whole couch in there in the span of 4 days. I am invigorated.
Awesome.
Nice. Cleaning your room just feels good, man.
Tomorrow's Christmas Eve.
Tomorrow is Christmas Eve. Here's to Tim. Hope Tim is doing well. 1223 bits from Mr. Game Boy 18 says, going to try someone's suggestion. It's true. It's true, because it's December 23rd. Thought that'd be a nice little homage. A lot of folks within the TRG community, and I guess a little outside of that, reference today and this very specific video every year. I thought it'd be nice to
Tomorrow's Christmas Eve.
have an homage to it. It's not every day you get to see underwear flying across the screen. But today you do.
Tomorrow's Christmas Eve.
Was that one larger than the last one?
No, they're all pretty big. They're all pretty big.
Tomorrow's Christmas Eve.
It's more exciting when the underwear's larger. The context is really important. Hey, that's a lot of beef. So we had 1223 from Disaster Lives in Me. Also, from Cobalt Custard.
Tomorrow's Christmas Eve.
Also from Elena PT, who says, bought more bitch just for this. Happy tomorrow's Christmas Eve day. And then finally, 1223 from Soul CP Chan says, today is Christmas Eve. Is it somewhere yet? Maybe.
Is it somewhere
Is it?
yet,
Is it
maybe?
Christmas Eve yet somewhere? It seems early. It seems early. Anyway, thank you all, and I hope everyone enjoys Christmas Eve. And also, Festivus.
Yes.
It's Festivus. But there is no Festivus alert. Maybe next year. Maybe next year. 300 bits from Encarnado with the haha present star rain. 310 bits from Alfie Goldfish says, we had a best decorated desk / area at work, and we made the Polar Express in between doing work, and we won first place. The boss's wife gave each of us $100 in chocolates, including a chocolate orange. Guess what I was more excited for? Folks that like chocolate oranges like chocolate oranges. And they're fine. It's a weird combination to me. But if one is around, I'll have like one of the slices, and then I'm set. I wish they sold them like at the checkout counter and they're just one slice, because I want to taste it and then I want to be like, I'm done. I can't eat a whole one. It's too much. Also, that's cool though. I like the idea of like decorating stuff at work. You could you actually put up a little tree last year.
Yeah.
Didn't get around to that this year.
It's because it's buried in my closet, and lifting stuff is not happening.
Yep. That's okay. Christmas this year will be in our hearts.
Uh-huh.
I was trying to say something poetic. I don't know if it
We gotta go for another Christmas walk tonight so we can see all the lights before everyone turns them off.
You think they're just going to turn them off like
There's
day after
some
Christmas?
people who are like, well, it's the 26th, no lights.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow's Christmas Eve.
Okay. It just seems like end of December.
I know, I agree, but
End
there
of
are
December.
some people in the neighborhood I noticed last year.
Everyone's got their own opinions about the holiday season.
Mm-hmm.
My opinion, decorations go up the day after Thanksgiving, because first off, I'm a strong believer in like let Thanksgiving breathe. Folks be putting up Christmas decorations before the turkey's been cut, and I'm like, no. Hold on. There's fall decorations, which are their own thing, and
Halloween decorations.
Yeah, and if you want, you can do, if you don't want to do Halloween decorations, because doing Halloween and fall and Christmas, that's a lot. Some people want to tackle that, some people don't. If you don't, you can skip Halloween decorations, put up fall decorations, you leave them up until the day after the turkey. Mm-hmm. Or if you want, you got a little buffer. You can start December 1st. You got a few days there to like get things changed over. But don't put up Christmas decoration before the turkey cut. It just feels, it's wrong. It's wrong. And I'm not for it. And I would make it illegal. Where was I? 1223 bits from Adrian says, I brought it up, so I might as well. Anyway, Steven, tell me all about how larger underwear is more exciting. Well, this is an alert. The tomorrow's Christmas Eve alert is something I came up with, and when I was spinning it to Chaz, so here's the thing about Chaz. You might think.
Are you telling Chaz's secrets?
I think it's not going to be a secret. Everyone's going to be like, that sounds right. Here's the thing about Chaz. I can't just give Chaz an idea. That's not how this works. First, I mean, a lot of the alerts, like, Chaz just does of his own accord. But if I come up with something, I'm like, oh, I think we should do this. It's not how it works. I can't just be like, hey, Chaz, will you do this? He won't. Chaz will only do it if Chaz likes the idea, and you have to sell him on the idea in a way that he
Tomorrow's
likes.
Christmas Eve.
That's how it works. So I might start and be like, hey,
You gotta
can we
pitch it.
Yeah, I pitch my idea, and he might say no. And then he'll be like, I don't like it because... And then I have to, like, come up with a way to get it to the point where
What
Chaz...
if we do this?
Where Chaz will be like, okay. So, like, I came up with the idea of, like, what if we shot underwear? And he was like, listening. And I'm like, but wait. The underwear's big. He's like, all right. I'm sold. So, yeah. Bigger underwear, more exciting. Also from Incarnado95, happy Tim Day, everyone. To Tim. And to Tim's holiday season. Chaz said that is not remotely how that conversation went, for the record. Entirely fabricated.
It's pretty close to the one you told me.
That's because it really is that close.
Chess is gonna take a screenshot of the conversation and be like, this is it.
Chaz is aware of how true that was. Very true. 300 bits from That Gamer Doorbell with the George Kepler Star Rain. 360 from Platinum Pikachu with the 8-bit Hoppers Star Rain. 300 bits from KB29 says last day of work and then off until January. Nice. For all the folks that are getting, time off.
Time
off.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy. And if you're getting time off, consider spending some of it tomorrow night with us. 100 bits from Michael Smock. Thank you, Michael. 30 from Wildfire says, can I get some patented George vibes for my mother who caught COVID? She's vaccinated and feels fine, but I'm still worried. Of course.
Good vibes.
Good vibes. The advantage in this situation is that she's vaccinated, and there's already just so much data that shows that folks that are vaccinated feel the effects of COVID far, far less than those who do not. And while it's certainly not like that every single time, the vast majority of cases are. So we will send good vibes your way, and if she feels fine, that's good. That's really good. I've known a few other folks that have been in a pretty similar situation where they were vaccinated, they still managed to catch COVID, and in many of the cases they didn't even feel different.
Yeah.
So, as a reminder, if you need just a little push, I'm assuming that the push to get vaccinated has already been spread upon everyone here. A lot of it by us.
Yeah.
And if you haven't been vaccinated, you should really get vaccinated. The amount of protection that it grants you is, for the amount of effort that it takes you, it's a really good trade-off. But I was going to say, if you haven't been boosted yet, get that booster. We got it a few days ago, and
almost a week ago now,
and had, again, 2 hours of that we felt like a little crummy, and then that was it. So, yeah, if you haven't already, get that booster. 300 bits from Charhutch says, so back update, 3 bulging discs and arthritis, bad luck on genetics, and I'm seeing a specialist soon. I'm sorry.
Good vibes on that.
Also, the phrase bad luck on genetics is, I think, something that everyone can identify with in some way or another. So there's some solidarity there. But I'm glad that you're seeing a specialist. And I hope that there is a treatment plan, as you move forward. Noah says, herniated disc gang! Oof. We got 24 months from Ryan the Goof. That's 2 years. Congrats. 18 months from Captain McKitty. We got a sub from Griff INW. I don't know if that's supposed to be Griff Inwu. Probably not.
No.
Because no sane person would pronounce it that way. Welcome. 7 months from Lone Wolf 042. Existential Joker gifted a sub to Cookie Monk. We're a little behind on alerts.
Yeah.
There was a lot of gift subs and a lot of Tiny Eddies, and
There was a lot.
I had to sing a few times.
Yeah.
We're almost there. 20 months from Jillips. We got 300 bits from Kit Khalid. It says, in case you'd like to know. Ooh, if you want a cookie breakdown, here we go. 52 thumbprints, 70 chocolate chips, 92 peanut butter blossoms, 45 nut rolls, 42 pecan tassies, 80 Lady Locks, 58 oatmeal, 51 oatmeal scotchies, 30 chocolate peanut butter chip, 36 red velvet crinkle, 24 sugar cutouts, and 50 orange drop cookies. As well as a Texas sheet cake, a pan of Rice Krispie treats, orange bread, and 4 recipes of Crispix mix. This is actually cut back from previous years. I feel like Kel in that in that GIF where he's like, I know some of these words. I have not heard of all of those cookies.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what a thumbprint is.
Like a jam thumbprint. It's a cookie, you shove your thumb in it to make a little hole in the middle, and you put a little bit of jam in it.
I've definitely seen those before.
Yes.
I did not. Those were called thumbprints. And a pecan tassie. What is that? I don't know. A red velvet crinkle. What is that? I mean, I know what red velvet is, but a crinkle? There's so many things.
The top is like
Crinkled.
yeah, crackled.
Anyway, there's so much stuff to discover. Pecan tassies are basically tiny pecan pies. Also, did you notice that I pronounced pecan 2 different ways in the same sentence?
Yes.
People have asked me about that before, where they're like, how do you pronounce this word or this word? Like, where it has 2 different ones. And sometimes I'll say both, and they don't take me seriously. And that was a perfect example of, like, I tell you, I jump back and forth. Caramel, though, I always pronounce caramel. I don't pronounce caramel as caramel.
Caramel.
Always say caramel.
What about caramel?
That's the same thing. Caramel and caramel that's the same. You're just
Caramel.
It's the same. That's the same. It's the same word. You're just going while you do it. It's the only thing different. Anyway, 3 bits of Squid, who says, happy tomorrow's Christmas Eve day in which my furnace decided to stop working.
Oh no.
I hope you get that fixed soon. Depending on your location, that can be a bad. I mean, I guess, you know, on the one thing that you can do, so like if the AC goes out in the summer here, you die. You just die. It's bad. Like you there's no way to get cool. But if your furnace goes out, you can like put on lots of clothes and wrap up in blankets.
I mean, that only works unless it's...
Oh, I'm aware. Yeah, there's a cutoff point. I'm aware there's a cutoff point. At a certain point, it's like, no, that's bad. But at least you have, like, some leeway until then. If you're past that leeway point, you gotta get the furnace fixed. You gotta get the furnace, or it's a bad. There's so many situations in which it's a bad. We got 12 months. That's a clap for One Weird Cat. Congrats on the 1. 40 months from Mech Mayhem. We have hit 40 months.
Santa's coming in.
It has happened. Mech was our first Twitch subscriber, so like the 4s are gonna roll in.
Yeah.
Neat. We've been on Twitch like 100 years. It feels.
It does feel that way.
Doesn't it? It feels like we've always done this. It's kind of strange. It's like, oh, we've only been doing this for 3 years.
Yeah.
You know, well, I guess 3 years and 4 months or whatever. But like, we do this so regularly, and we've had already so many really good memories that it feels like we've been doing it forever.
Yeah.
Kind of nice. Anyway, yeah, have beans. 32 months from Shy. Thank you, Shy. 16 months from Super Thingy Mabob. 777 bits from Mr. Gameboy. It says, I think we need a lucky alert as well. Will I be able to make you sing during gingerbread making? Yeah. Yeah, where it'll be a very casual stream.
Yeah.
It'll probably be set up very much like breakfast stream, but there will be gingerbread houses being created. I'm not actually sure what it's going to look like yet, but I didn't want to think about it too much until we finished today's breakfast stream.
Yeah, because you gotta move stuff and...
Yeah, if we're doing it in a different place, then I need to move stuff, and I have to think about all of that. So, I don't know exactly how it's going to look.
There's a lot of sprinkles in those kits.
So you want to do it downstairs?
I do.
Okay. Okay. Well, I got a day. I'm looking forward to it.
You can work on it when we get back from, like, post office groceries and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. If it's like breakfast stream, will tea and coffee be on screen? Probably not. That's very much a breakfast stream thing. But it'll probably be a similar view. It'll probably be a little wider, because you have to see what we're working on. So it'll be a little bit wider, but that's okay.
10 a.m. Santa's coming in.
400 bits from Jillips with the Ultra VOOWOO Star Raid. 39 months from Kiwi Lee Scipio. 12 months from Jamie K7. Congrats on your one. 15 months from Empire Builder 19. 31 months from Rasaka Gaming. Rena from Ange says, so since pecan tassies came up, 1 year my dad made a batch of 96 pecan tassies and my brother's golden retriever ate 63 of them. One of many reasons this dog is family legend. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Like, I think even if like a person had started eating them, they would have stopped long before 63.
10 a.m. Santa's coming to town.
It worked.
Again, we should have been having them, like, pretty regularly throughout breakfast streams. The fact that we only just started getting it to finish is kind of weird. That's fine. 40 bits from Gamer Girl says, hope you and Mal have a Merry Christmas. Thanks.
Thank you.
And the same to all of you. Or Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever holiday yourself. Just feeling the warmth of the season.
Yeah, the solstice.
Well, not the literal warmth. Unless maybe you're Florida.
Or Southern Hemisphere.
Or Southern Hemisphere. Not the literal warmth, but the warmth of, friends, family, good times. Even just a cup of hot chocolate. Just, be careful if you have any cats around. Hot chocolate. I wouldn't know anything about that. I thought I would mention it. 22 months from Valhalla 19. 300 bits from Basunist, who says, my dad played tuba in a brass quintet in high school, and 1 year they decided to go caroling with instruments. And then they did it the next year, and they brought more people, and so on, and the OGs started bringing their kids, etc. Tuesday was the 35th annual day of caroling in Spartanburg. Apparently it made your local news somehow. Oh, that's neat. I like the idea whenever something starts small, and then over time...
It's how festivals and stuff happened.
Well, it's neat.
Yeah.
It's neat, and I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's cool. 400 from Rasaka Gamer says, happy Christmas Eve, everyone. Just a reminder to be kind to your mail carriers and retail workers. Kindness goes a long way as they are crazy busy this week. I work at GameStop, and it's been nuts. I wish everyone a Merry Christmas. It's true. And that's just a good policy all the time, because you never know what someone's going through. You never know how their day has been. You've been chilling, doing your own thing, and everything's been going great, and you walk in to talk to someone, and their day's been nuts.
Yeah.
So, always show folks kindness, but especially around Christmas. Makes me wonder how Roland's been doing, because I'm sure that the store has been crazy.
Yeah, I'm sure it has.
But he's off today, and we'll see him for lunch. Usually. Sometimes around the holiday season, things get real busy, and they're like, Roland, please come in.
Yeah.
And he will. I mean, he just... Roland often helps hold the store together.
Yeah.
And he knows that. That's very aware to him. We got 7 months from G King Sausage Link. Thank you, G King. 301 from Disaster Lives in Me. That's a lot of people. From Disaster Lives in Me, it says, does this trigger Santa? Yeah. Santa's 300. Right? Yeah.
I think Disaster Lives in Me was trying to see if 300...
Oh, if there's a secret to making it come out every time. No.
It's just random.
It's just actually random. It's not like it's not like whenever you played Pokemon.
Yeah.
And like it was like if you tap B right when the Pokeball explodes and you hold it and you let go at the second shake. So there's a lot of stuff like on the playground as a kid. Anyway, 13 months from Never Challenge to Chat. 30 bits from Gamer Gerbil with the hype Star Rain. 28 months from Kirby Vault. 500 bits from Mr. Gameboy says, looks like you'll be able to rate someone this morning. Thomas is streaming, apparently. Just so you know, if you want to do a rare morning rate. Interesting. I'm actually, we might rate ourselves. I have a vlog coming. Oh, so here's the first thing. I got a bunch of videos coming out today on StephenVlog. I apologize that it's taken so long. I'm behind. I'm really behind. And I know why I'm behind. Because I've been juggling a lot of things.
Because I couldn't do so many things for a while.
I mean, that's part of it.
Yeah.
Some of the vlogs were just like real hard. They're just real hard. And they looked nice and they were fun to make, but like they were hard to do. I also spent time editing engagement photos for Carly and Kyle. And I'm so glad that I got all this stuff done. But it's caused me to be behind. But now
it's
I'm
also
starting
part of the
to...
reason that we're not able to get mail done, even though I'm better, and Sora, and...
Yeah, and like it'll happen.
Yeah.
I know it'll happen. I know that it'll catch back up, but it's been a process. But I'm happy to announce that I've got a vlog scheduled for 30 minutes from now. So that's happening. As well as I get the breakfast stream scheduled. I have another vlog scheduled, I think for like 1. I have another vlog scheduled. I have several videos scheduled like today. So I'm getting there.
Yeah.
I'm getting there. It's just one of those things of like it takes a little time. I have to be honest with you. It's a lot. I've been shooting, and I don't know I haven't seen anyone say anything about it at all. Maybe they know this, but they didn't think through it, or they didn't feel like saying anything about it. I've been shooting a ton of vlogs with the phone, and it helps. It helps as much as I love the big camera and the image that it produces, and the flexibility I have to do things in post. It makes everything take longer. So I've been trying to pick and choose a little bit more about when I use it instead of using it all the time, and it's helped. And now that there's a bunch of vlogs where I focus on the phone, it'll actually go faster. But for like that boat ride,
You use the big camera.
it looks good. It looks good. An anonymous gifter gifted sub to Miss Nintendo Chick. That was nice. Thank you, anonymous. Yeah, the audio quality is pretty different. Although I have to say that I'm really impressed just in general with, I mean, this phone and then just phones nowadays. And I've been asked for many years, like, I want to start a vlog. What should I do? And I'm like, use your phone. But do it. Use your phone because the phones today, they can do all sorts of crazy things. I see the limitations, but I notice them more, I think, than most people, just because I'm so used to things.
Yeah, and the next few iPhones are even getting better, so you'll notice them less and less.
Yeah, there's little things that I would like to see. There are some things that are just a limitation of physics. Yeah. Because it's like, phone's small.
Yeah, phone small.
Real small. We should probably be pretty happy that we have the technology that we have in the phone. You know? But the real situation is that, and Chas has told me this for years, is that 99% of people aren't really going to know this or care if you work on a tiny little device and shoot stuff with that, because it's going to be close enough. And he's right. But it is nice every once in a while to pull out the big gun and be like, do something that you just can't do on the phone.
Yeah.
So yeah, hearing folks say that they haven't noticed the difference is fine because I've gotten used to that. I'm now like, I understand. I totally get it. It's also, one of the reasons that the vlogs shot on the phone come out faster is that they're just so much easier to edit because they don't require any or nearly any corrections. You shoot on the big camera and it comes out in such a way where it's clay to be molded. Like that's the way it's supposed to be. It's like you have all this data, you decide what it looks like. And that's great when you want to do something fancy.
But every day.
Every day is a lot. And yeah. So here's to the phone. And that's the other thing. Circle No Score says, I watch them on my phone. It's hard to notice quality. More and more people are, they watch stuff on their phone. Mm-hmm. That's actually a great question. We should do a poll. Because we don't utilize the poll often enough. Where do you most often consume content? A phone or a larger screen? Larger screen being
a full-size desktop monitor,
a
or
desktop
TV.
monitor, or a television. Spiffle says a both. I mean, we can throw in, I guess, about even, right? Because some of you are 50-50 split. But I'm super curious. Super curious. All right.
A poll has begun. Where do you most often consume content?
Because I feel like I'm going to know the results of this, but it'll be interesting to just, find out live. And I also wonder how it would change for different audiences. Like how it would change versus like breakfast stream and Twitch versus YouTube, etc. So this will be somewhat revealing. Vote in the poll. There's a poll on screen now. You got a few more seconds to vote. A phone, a larger screen, about even. Where do you most often consume content?
Personally, I'm on a larger screen. I hate using my phone. For anything. I would rather have full keyboard,
The poll has ended.
everything else.
The winner is a larger screen.
Where do you most often consume content? So about 50% of you said a larger screen, 26% of you about even, and a phone 25%. So really interesting split here.
Yeah.
But I think the thing that'll be interesting to folks is that for folks that only watch on a larger screen, I mean that like everything they watch is on a TV or on a monitor or whatever, if you live that life, you are probably blown away by how many people are watching on a phone or even about even. It's a lot. It's a whole lot. And these are things that I've noticed over the years because I get analytics on the YouTube side about what devices people are using to watch. And I have watched over the years of phones going higher and higher and higher. And yeah, so a quarter of you right now are watching on a phone, and possibly even a little bit more. Yeah. And that's another great point. Like Shay says, some people do not even have desktop PCs or laptops. Yeah. And that's true, and increasingly you don't even need them.
Yeah.
Like you don't need a dedicated computer. You really don't. You just don't. Which is actually really neat. But it's a weird world that we live in because when you're, especially for folks in their 30s, computer is important. Like you have to have a computer, but it's not. You don't. You can do everything on the phone. You can do everything on the phone. Regina says, yes, you do. No, you don't.
I'm not playing Halo on my phone.
Yeah, I mean, like a lot of people have. If they're doing some sort of home entertainment, a lot of people use consoles. You don't. Regina says, can you game on a phone? Is that a real question? Are you serious? The mobile gaming market is bigger than any other market. What a wild. A wild statement. In fact, they sell all sorts of peripherals to hold your phone with a controller. You can even game with a controller.
Pokemon Unite, Noah says.
Yeah, you can do all sorts of things. All sorts of things. In fact, phones are so good now that games that came out even like a few years ago, like you can play them on your phone. It's crazy.
Welcome.
It's crazy.
Hi.
A lot of strong opinions about technology. It's all moved so fast. And I mean, I'm firmly in the camp of like, well, you gotta have a computer. And I get it, right? Because so much of what we do relies on the power of a computer.
Come here.
But it is still weird when people talk about not having computers. But it's true. You don't really have to have one.
Come here. Come here.
You know the piece of technology that people started having less and less of, and now most people don't have, is a printer. For years, I talked to people with like more and more. They're like, I don't have a printer. I don't have a printer. And you don't really need a printer. The problem with not having a printer is that at some point
you need a printer.
At some point you need a printer, and then you're like, oh my god, I need a printer. So it's a weird. Most people don't need a printer. Most people don't even use a printer. But then there'll be like that one time you're like, oh my god, I gotta print something. Hi, bud. Do you want to come up here and talk about printers?
I like to stand on printers, he says.
You do like to stand on printers. Not while they're printing. Too much fear. That's a good point. Anyway. The world has changed. The world has changed, and what is generally needed for operation in the world is completely different. I think one of the reasons why people that are a little bit older still have that mindset of needing a computer is that was, you had to have a computer in order to do things. Like if you wanted to use the internet, that was a desktop experience. Or a library experience. You drove to the library. We went to the library so I could use the internet before we had the internet. But now you don't, it's just in your pocket. The entire wealth of human knowledge is in your pocket, and it's remarkable. Anyway, where was I? I was getting off track. 23 months from Layla 3. Disaster Lives in Me gifted a sub to Ryan T64. We got 2 months from Deluminator. And 26 months from Goombario. Thank you. MCL Blue says, Stephen Honey, I need a computer because I work with Blender, Substance Painter, and Unreal Engine. Oh, I know. I need a computer because I do video editing. You know, and like...
I think you're referring to the population at large.
Yes. Yeah, I'm not... Yeah, this is a... I hope that's obvious. This is obviously a very, very much a...
Our Twitch
general
audience
population
is definitely a subset of the general population.
Yeah, and that's true, because a lot of people here are going to have computers.
And no internet culture.
And no internet culture. People here. But the population at large, tons of people don't have computers. They might have a tablet, but a lot of people just have their phone.
You okay?
You know? But a lot of people here, have PCs. A lot of people here have gaming desktops for gaming, which is good. Play the video games.
Oh, rub your face on the table.
The phone, yeah, it's true. The phone is just a pocketable computer. Vagabond says, my grandmother only has a TV. And that's fine. You can consume all of your content on a TV. If that's what you want your entertainment source to be.
That's what my grandma's was until the family bought her an iPad.
You are too humble. You are way too stinking humble. You changed that woman's life.
I don't know
Mallory,
how often she uses it, though.
She uses it all the time. And you know that. I was just talking the other day about how... I haven't
seen her.
Oh my god. Mallory...
Are we done on my lap? Okay.
Mallory set up that iPad and did so much stuff on it. And has had so much stuff on it even for like future-proofing things. like for whenever your grandmother would be able to use this or that, like learned enough to use this, and that like it's crazy.
To be fair, she did start opening apps and playing around with them, and I didn't expect her to do that. And then out of the blue the other day, she's like, I know you're recovering and you have work. She's like, but can you teach me how to send an email? Because she used to use email because they had like 2 computers in like a little room where she lives, and she used to send emails, but she stopped doing it. And then they shut all the extra stuff like that down in her building because of the pandemic, and then we got her the iPad. And I set her up with an email account because I didn't know her old one, and I think it was a Yahoo address. So I gave her a Gmail account, and I added all the family, so all she had to do was, like, start typing, like, Mallory, like, M-A, and then she could click my name, or, like, my dad's name, because it's Mark, so that would show up.
Mal downplays this whole thing. She's like, well, I just set up the iPad. And I'm like, Mallory, you reached out to all of your family, got all of their email addresses, set up your grandmother a Google account, got Gmail on the iPad, set up all of the address book with your family's stuff, and did all of that for her. So when she finally was able to get to the point where she could send an email and wanted to do it, it was ready.
I didn't want her to be like, oh, what?
And has
what's Mallory's email, and like not know it, or anyone in the family.
Has all of the remote desktop stuff set up, so if her grandmother's having a problem, she can like control it and like show her what. You can't control it.
No,
oh, you can't control
it,
but you can look at it. Mm-hmm. And Mallory's like, well, just anyone would do that. And I'm like, no, they wouldn't. No, they wouldn't. If they got as far as giving their relative an iPad, that would literally be the end of it.
She 93 this year?
Anyway.
The other day, she's like, one of my aunts has been like, oh, we need to update the iPad because there was some stuff in the news about how there's a big update for iOS because of security.
Sure.
And so I was talking to Grandma, and I was trying to explain how to update. And no one could figure it out over the phone with her, so I connected to look at it, and it was like, oh, it needs a Wi-Fi connection to download the update. I was like, all right, let's explain this to her. And I was like, all right, Grandma. I was like, your iPad runs like a cell phone to the servers. I said, and it won't do the update unless you have wireless internet, which is different. I said, so next time you go to Aunt So-and-so's house, take your iPad, hand it to cousin So-and-so, and be like, hey, help me update this. I need to
hand it to
be
a young
on the Wi-Fi,
person.
because she needs to be on Wi-Fi, and she's never had to do that before because she has cellular on the iPad.
That was also something that's, like, interesting to me.
Yeah.
I did not know that, like, you can't update... I'm pretty sure you can do it on a phone, on an iPhone, but on an iPad that has
it was
5G.
like be on Wi-Fi.
Yeah, you can't do a OS update unless you're on Wi-Fi, and I was like, huh. Seems unnecessary. It's a very strange limitation, but like, okay.
Basuna says, I didn't realize that cellular existed on iPads. And it's interesting because she has a cell phone number associated with the iPad. She cannot make calls on it or receive texts, but if you have an iPhone, you can do iMessage and FaceTime.
Yeah, it's weird.
So, like, all my family that has an Android or whatever can't text her.
Anyway.
Yeah.
We had 23 months from Retro Remedies, who had mentioned that they had both the flu shot and the booster shot and were really feeling it. Good luck, good vibes.
That's what we did.
I feel we got both at once, and I feel very fortunate that we didn't really have anything. Mal got chills though. Mal did actually feel really sick, but I was good. I guess I served my time on the second shot. And Master Link asked me to tell the dream story. So I'll do that real quick and then we'll wrap up. There's not a whole lot to discuss. It's not as good as like some of the other ones I've had, but I had a dream the other night where I was in... It was some sort of like mom and pop video game store. And I'm not sure where it was, but it was like a standalone store. And I remember the entire front of it was glass, and it had an entrance of like double glass doors kind of like an airlock sort of thing, and it felt like the location felt like a gas station, but it was a video game store. And I remember I was with you. We were in there, and it was night, and something was happening. We were with like 2 other people, but I can't remember who they were. And we were in there. It was night. The lights were off. Like it was almost like it was abandoned or something. But there was something serious going on outside. Like I don't know if it was a war or something, but like there's like something bad was happening. But inside the store, we had like a model UFO.
Oh, I do remember you saying something about UFOs.
There was a UFO in the store that was like... I say UFO, and I'm realizing now that it was not a UFO. It was the Millennium Falcon. I'm like, you know, a UFO with the thing. And I was like, that's the Millennium Falcon. In my brain, in the story, it was UFO, but it was definitely the Millennium Falcon. So anyway, this thing was small. It was like probably 6 feet, maybe 6 to 8 feet wide. So it was kind of a small Millennium Falcon. But I remember getting in it because we could fit everyone in it, and I told Mao, I was like, we got to get out of here, and we're going to try and fit it through the door. And Mao was like super concerned. She's like, Steven, you're not going to be able to fit that through the door.
Were you going to fly it?
And I was like, Mao, we have to try. So here's the thing. And this is really interesting. It didn't fly. It didn't fly. Like it was on the ground. And it had like wheels or something. But it was the Millennium Falcon.
So it was an identified driving object.
I however you want to identify it is up to you, but it was definitely on the ground and it had wheels. And the way it worked is there was no windows in it. So I got into the side of it, and there was a door that opened. There was a door that opened, and everyone else was in it, you and these 2 other people. Was it Jules? Maybe it was Jules and Adri. I don't know. The guy maybe reminiscent of Jules. So I get into the side. Oh my God, he farted. Oh my Lord. Oh buddy. Oh buddy. Plug that little toot hole. I'm gonna just cover him up with my... Anyone that owns a cat knows how bad those things can be too. They're asleep. You don't even know, and there's just a smell.
Anyway, that's the news from Like Wolfgone.
All right, where was I? Okay, so we're in this model Millennium Falcon inside of this abandoned game store at night, and Mao is concerned that I'm not going to be able to fit it through the door, and I'm like, we have to try, because again, there's like a war or something going on, zombies. I don't know what it was. So I'm in the side, and I like am leaned out looking to try and like steer this thing. So I'm giving it gas, and I'm steering it like a frickin' car. And I've lined up perfectly, but none of us are there to like open the doors up. So I just plow through, and it's clear that I'm bigger than everything. And it just, all of the stuff was glass, so like it breaks, and I'm shattering it, and I'm like, there's glass raining down while I'm trying to like get through it, and it's breaking everything. And then we get out into where this, gas station parking lot thing is, and then I woke up. That was a dream. And it never flew. And I don't know why we were in there. And if I could recall dreams better, it might have been the end of a longer thing. Like maybe because sometimes you have a weird dream and you like half wake up and then you go back to sleep and it ends up being connected in some way. I want to get off Mr. Bones. Anyway, that was my dream. All right.
Wow.
Very quickly, the things that are happening today. And there's so much. There's so much. There's a ton
of vlogs.
A ton of vlogs coming out at various times. They're not scheduled for next to each other. They're scheduled for like all over. Tune in at any point and there might be something new. There's a new vlog coming out in just like several minutes though, so that's good. There is also a new Skyrim episode.
Yep.
Skyrim 285 is coming out at noon Eastern. Please check it out. It's good. It's just really good. Dan did a really great job. And what else?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. The other good thing is tomorrow. Tomorrow at
Stream time.
our normal stream time, 8 p.m. Eastern, maybe a little before, we are going to be doing gingerbread houses and having a little competition to see who does the best job.
Build one along with us and
Yeah.
tweet it at us under crunch art.
Yeah. Oh, Jacebook asks fan favorites updates. I didn't even think about it. You have some time, being realistic. But yeah, if you have anything from this year that you want to submit to fan favorites, you should probably start getting them in, because we'll do that, like, it'll happen in January. So do that if you can. Do that pretty soon. There's a link in the description of every single 2021 vlog. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sora, I don't know. Mayo, I don't know. Sometime soon. Stephen and Friends this week is a holiday special, because it comes out on Christmas Day.
It does.
We hope that you'll enjoy it. And I think that's it.
That's it.
I think that's it. Chaz noting that the Stephen and Friends on Saturday is a good one. It's true.
It is.
It's true. Very rarely do you get the opportunity to release Stephen and Friends on Christmas Day, and I'm like, well, we gotta do something for this. So be excited for that. And I want to say that's it.
Yeah. We gotta go mail my prints.
Yep. If you're expecting Patreon prints from Mal, they'll be in the mail shortly. Yeah. Oh, and Brandon's got the fan favorite submission form. If there's something from this year that you liked on the vlog and you want it in the fan favorites video, get that in. Get that in, because you want to see it in the
10
video.
a.m. Santa's
And
coming.
finally, last but not least, 300 bits from Disaster Lives in Me says, I'm going to be streaming after you end, or steaming after you end. Hopefully this one works fine, because apparently our internet was too slow and was causing stream issues. Oh, it was streaming. Streaming after you end.
10 a.m.
I thought you were just mad that I was going off air, which, to be fair, I am too. Anyway, I hope that it works for you, because as someone that dealt with Ingress for a year, I scream a lot. Alder says, one last try for Santa. And it didn't work. That is it for today. Thank you so much for being here. Tomorrow night at whatever time.
8.
8.
Mm-hmm.
8 gingerbread houses. Bring your whole family. We'll be good.